Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Voiceover Podcaster. My name is Emily Dahl. I am a voice actress, and it is my full time career. And I think I'm just gonna lower this a bit. There we go. Now you can see me. Okay, so whoops, I may have to edit some of this, but that's okay. So welcome to the Voiceover Podcaster, and pretty much this entire podcast series is to help voice actors understand what is going on in the voiceover world. And for me personally, I'm still figuring it all out because this is month 5 for me, and it's not an easy profession, but it's one that I enjoy and that I know that I'm really good at. And I hope you join me on the ride because who doesn't love voiceover? Who doesn't love hearing people in cartoons or in animation? Or heck, who watches K pop Demon Hunters? Yeah, it's like all the rage right now. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of that. And you know what's interesting is that voiceover came to me when I realized I was not good for retail. I was not good for being a teacher at a preschool and a bunch of other things that, I thought, oh, maybe I could be a doctor. Well, I don't like blood. Maybe I could be a firefighter. Well, I hate seeing people get hurt and come out of fire. Everything is just, it's crazy. And the world that we live in right now, it's kind of hard to figure out what you want to do and make sure that you're um, getting some money out of it, right? For me personally, voiceover has been a huge blessing in my life because I'm one who enjoys a good story. I love creating things with my imagination, and my imagination is all over the place, and that's okay. Because you know what? I don't care if it's all over the place. I can come up with a million ideas, and that's what voice actors are all about. And we want to continue to make stories, but in this podcast series, I'm also going to be mentioning some dangers that we need to face as voice actors and how we can fight back. I don't know if many of you know, but there have been multiple occasions where there have been strikes for video games, there have been strikes for voiceover rights, and thank goodness for this one amazing association. Shout out to the National Association of Voice Actors. They fought against the Big Beautiful Bill. The Big Beautiful Bill was going to have some AI rights to, do whatever the heck people wanted to with AI, and it wasn't going to protect us voice actors. But thanks to Nava, they fought for us. They went to DC. They went and fought. And I know there's still a long way to go, but I highly admire them for the work that they're doing to make sure that our voices are kept safe. And for those who don't know what AI is, it is artificial intelligence that can be used to manipulate or create something that the user decides to do with it. And unfortunately, with AI comes responsibility. For me personally, I see AI as a way of, how do I put it? It's good for some things. Like if I need something, I go to Google Gemini to research something, to and to also make sure that my facts are correct. And it's a helpful tool. But using it for creativity, like say for example, you go onto a website and you see there's an AI generator thingy, and you need a piece of art right away. And you say, can you make Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night? Yeah, you're gonna either get a really good version of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, or you're gonna get a demented version with a lot of flaws. And that's not art. That's just thinking of someone else's stuff and stealing it. and using artificial intelligence to make what you want. And same goes for voice acting. Did you know that your voice could get stolen? Like anywhere, anytime, any place. For us voice actors, when we sign a contract, we need to make sure that we have the rights to our own voice. And in order to do that, we need to make sure that there are no flaws in the contract. We need to look for the tiniest details. And I've done all my research through Nava to make sure that my voice is protected. And this is why I want to become a part of Nava, is to be a part of this wonderful organization who they believe in making sure that our rights are, our voices are heard, and that our voices are our own voices, because there's no one person that can sound the same. And using an AI robot or whatever to either take your voice and twist it and say some things that you would never say in your entire life. Like for me, for example, I would never want AI to be used to steal anything of my voice and to have it say things that could hurt others. Now, I've seen a lot of articles, and I will get to AI stuff later on in this podcast, but this is just a kind of an introductory of why I'm doing this podcast, why I want you to join me in my journey. And this is, hopefully this will help people's minds realize that we're all in this together. AI or no AI. AI can be used for some things. I'm not anti-AI. It's just, I want to make sure that it's used for the good things and not the bad, if that makes sense. And another reason I want to do this podcast is because I want to help simplify the mind. I'm a very simple-minded person. My mind thinks differently than other people's because I'm on the tippy tip of the autistic spectrum. And sometimes my brain doesn't function like a normal human being. I'm not fully autistic. I'm very intelligent and very smart in my own way. It's just I need to have things more simplified. And if you're like me, who doesn't understand legal terms or any of that stuff, that's what I'm here for, is to help you simplify and realize what's going on in the world, but in the most simple way. I think the best way to reach people's minds is being simple. Simple-minded. Talking simple. Like, you're talking to a little preschooler about this, or you're talking to a small child about, what's important about, the voiceover community and why we're fighting against robots. Robots that can steal anybody's voice, twist it, change it into something else, have them say exactly what that user wants to do with it, and have them say whatever the heck they want, and then they get what they want. And that's not fair, because there are a lot of content creators out there, and we have one purpose, is to tell our stories, to be able to lend a voice to a character. Like, we wouldn't have any cartoons on Netflix or Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or Disney or wherever without voice actors. That's what we are. We lend our voices to those characters to help bring stories to life. And without us, we wouldn't have any cartoons. We wouldn't have video games. I'm pretty sure we would have video games, but you would be hearing weird sound effects in the background, and it wouldn't be from a voice actor. It would be from a tiny machine that goes out and records other things out in the world, like a driving car. Or even a dog barking. Or even a cat meowing. That kind of stuff. And, that ain't right. And, without voice actors, I don't know where I would be in this profession. And I hope you understand that too. So when we continue this series, I would love to hear other people's stories. I'm going to see if, once we kick this off, if we can get more people to join in, to have them tell their stories, to have them